Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you some advanced basketball plays against some different zone defenses. Hello everyone, so my name is Alan. If you're new to this channel, on this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe because I post these videos every single day, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays I show individual skills training for basketball players who want to get better. So if you're a coach and you want that to happen with your players, pass on those videos. But anyways, well, today we're going to talk about some advanced basketball plays. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these plays against different zone defenses. Okay, so in this first play, what we are going to run is a 4-out offense against a 2-3 zone. Now, this 4-out offense is going to be more or less basically a motion offense. So what we are going to start with is having essentially player 1 passing to player 2. Now, remember the triangle entrance going this way. You would normally pass to one of these two players and you would go in, this way. Well, we're going to do the opposite. Basically, we're going to have player 1 pass to player 2 and he's going to go down to the post. Now, what's going to happen here is player 2 is going to pass to player 4 quickly. This obviously could be a shot. That's a possibility. But now we're going to be entering into the triangle on this side, the totally opposite side that you normally would. Now, out of that, what we will do is have player 3 and player 5 come back to the top. And what we will have is player 4, we should probably shift the zone over. And what we will now have is the triangle on that side, which can lead to many different options because we now have a point guard in the post. We could pass the point guard the basketball. We could have player 4 go down and screen player 4, and player 2 would then be able to drive towards the high post, which will now bring in that defense and possibly allow the three-point shot players to be open. Now, if that's not the case, they were able to cut that off. Now what we will have is the pass over to player 3. Because player 4 is on this side, he needs to get over to that far side. He's going to be cutting baseline and back out. Player 3 is going to pass to player 5. And now instead of going down to that low post like the triangle obviously would have been going if he was to pass to these two players, just like what happened on the other side, player 3 is going to be popping down towards that low post down there. And we're going to be having player 1 in the post. He is going to be going up, and well, the defense is going to be obviously sliding over. Player 1 is going to be going up and setting a back screen for player 5. Now, player 5 better be our postman. And what we are looking for here is player 5 driving. Obviously, this is an option. This isn't necessarily something that has to happen all the time. But he's going to be driving and player 1 is going to be popping out. This is going to be a mid-range shot, or this could collapse the defense for player 2 to pop back door. Now, also, what we could have is now player 1 popping out and player 5 going down into the low post. Now this is all options as well because this is a triangle / 4-out 1-in basketball offense. What all I ask for is when you when you swing the ball back and forth between the two sides of the court, whenever the ball gets into these 3 locations, that it needs to be a triangle on that side, and we have 2 players at the key extended and the free throw line extended, just like that. Because there are so many things that can come out of a triangle offense, this is an extremely great play, and because hopefully at the younger age groups or earlier in the season, you've already taught the triangle offense. This is going to be an extremely amazing set to run against really any zone, but really great against the 2-3 zone. So now in this next defense, we have the 3-2 zone. So we have 3 players up top, 2 players in the bottom, and yes, we're going to be running a horns offense. Now, the strategy behind this is a bit different than other offenses and other horns offenses. And basically what we are looking to do is have player 4 and player 5 set screens on these 2 players. Obviously, that's going to be bringing player 2 and player 4 in. But what we are really hoping for is player 3 to cut towards the middle of the key. That's going to be a pass. That's obviously a possible shot. However, if that brings players 2 and 4 in, we quite literally have this whole side of the court for player 2 to score. So he could drive. This could be a dish. He could pop out just to the mid-range, and that could be a mid-range jumper. Banker even maybe. There's possibilities, or at least the possibilities are endless. This could also be a quick, easy layup for player 4 as well. This could be a lob over top. But yes, there is many opportunities with this offense. It's very simple, but again, kind of advanced because you probably would not be running this at a younger age group. Okay, so this next defense is the 1-3-1. A ton of coaches and a ton of players have issues playing against this zone. Now, the reason why they do is because player 5 will be covering the high post. And in a lot of offenses, you're going to want to go high-low passes. That means a pass from the high post to the low post, because by bringing the basketball to the high post, that usually brings defenders up higher, which leaves the baseline open for cuts. Now, with a 1-3-1, that pretty well gets taken away. Except for one thing, and let me explain. We could have player 5 overload the side by having player 1 dribble to that side. Player 1 will pass over to player 2 blue, not player 2 red. That was my mistake, almost a turnover. But anyways, what we would now have is for player 2 to feed player 5 in the post. That's going to bring player 4 red over, and possibly even player 2 red over as well, because we're going to have player 2 blue swing across the key or across the free throw line, setting a back screen on player 3. And basically all we are looking to do here is for player 3 to do a back cut, and because player 4 red is preoccupied with player 5, player 2 has nobody to cover, so he's double teaming player 5. Player 5 red might be sinking down to the middle of the key, but definitely not enough to sink down to player 3, because then that would leave player 4 blue open for a jumper or a cut down the middle. So he would not be covering that, and player 3 would be screwed because of the screen. And player 1 is, well, player 1. So he's going to be wide open for the layup. You're welcome. You just found out how to destroy a 1-3-1 zone, and believe me, this play works 99% of the time, and it doesn't matter if you run it 5 or 6 times in the game, because, well, there's nothing a 1-3-1 zone can really do against this offense, and you could run this up until the coach on the other team changes the zone, because, well, look at that. Nice, easy layup. You could quite literally have a player score 10 points, change him out, let another player score 10 points, and let your whole team score 10 points every single second of the game. And that's why I like that offense. Now you may be wondering what makes my 1-4 zone defense work so well. Well, basically, what they do is they start a double team, or they have a double team everywhere below the free throw line. Actually, even the free throw line extended. Everything is a double team below that line. Our double team points are as follows. Here, 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 and here. Up here, a little bit, but not as much, because that's basically the free throw line extended. But double teams here, 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 and of course here, as well as here. So by having double teams in those spots, especially if a post player has the ball, basically it screws the other team, and you love it. If the ball is here, I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. If the ball is here, and we have player 5 and 3 covering, player 4 comes over, player 2 comes over, we don't have to worry about that side. Player 1 is going to be covering there, and look, we don't have anything open here, 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 or here. You need to do a cross-court pass to that side, which good luck because player 2 is going to pick it off. Anyways, I hope that you liked today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to get my book. Link is in the description below. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video.